BitSports.ai. Is it a scam or is it a real thing? Could you actually make a fortune with BitSports.ai? A good friend of mine has just shared this and said, could you take a look, Paul, because you're very good at spotting the scams, and this almost certainly is a scam. We will run through a few details. I say almost certainly. Yes, it will be a scam. Let's be very blunt on that. So let's look at a few red flags for you so you can identify this. This does seem to be, again, attracting a lot of people from a lot of different countries, in particular Africa, where they really can't afford to get caught in scams, where in a scheme like this, which is basically a Ponzi scheme, 90 to 95% of people will lose money. That's a mathematical certainty. Now the big red flag here is this part of the website which says there are 3 different membership levels and you earn daily from 0.7% through to 2.4% daily. This is what is called an HYIP, a high yield investment program, which is a code name for a Ponzi scheme. This will be dependent on recruiting. If somebody really did have a bot that could trade sports arbitrage using AI, they would not make that available to the masses, because in sport it is possible to trade arbitrage, but it's very small volumes. The trading systems themselves, or rather the sports bookies, the odds makers, they are very aware of any discrepancies between different makers, and so whilst there are occasionally some very small arbitrage opportunities, they tend to be very small in volume and also do not exist for very long at all. So the idea of being able to make up to 2.4% every day for tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people around the world with $10,000 in each is utterly ludicrous. Okay, so just on a logical basis, this is complete nonsense. Anytime you see a daily earnings, and at the moment the current trend is to go up to 3%, and people tripling their money in 90 days, you know, that is a massive red flag that should be sounding a klaxon, waving that flag and saying run a mile, do not get involved. So that's your first and biggest red flag. It's just logically impossible to have something like this, and even if someone did have that, like I said, they would not make that available to masses. They would just quietly do that themselves. They wouldn't have this available as a network marketing stroke MLM Ponzi scheme promotion. Let's have a look as well. We're just looking at what other people are promoting. This is very fresh, April 22nd, early worldwide, BitSports, Dubai, there is another warning sign there. If this is from Dubai and it's MLM, it will be securities fraud, a Ponzi scheme. So avoid that as well. It's another red flag there. Just in beta mode, I've withdrawn 1,245 USDT. But again here, look up to earn up to 2.4% daily, 3 times ROI, 300%, 8 to 10% referral bonus, 8 to 10% binary bonus. It's got all the hallmarks of a scam. If we have a look at, there's a video here, BitSports Overview with CEO. This is April 19th by Louis Castillo. Various people are mentioned in this video. They're bringing in lots of people from different countries. Here we have in the UK a guy called Matt Norano, who has a track record of promoting scams. We've got various people in here. So really nasty stuff. Great looking website. You know, I wish people who would put these sort of effort into the graphics and capabilities would actually go on to something legitimate, but they don't. There's a bit more detail. I've been looking up Matthew Norana, and there he was showing how to do financial IQ, and there he is promoting a scam. If we look up who is as well, BitSports.ai, when was this created? The actual website domain was registered on the 16th of March 2023. As I'm recording this video, it's the 26th of April, so it's only just over 5 weeks old since they registered the domain name. They also have a Telegram channel. We can see BitSports official channel, and this was created March the 10th and March the 15th. They made their first post ready for their video. So very, very fresh. Whilst in itself, all businesses start at some point, but this is probably going to go the rounds. You're probably going to get pitched by a friend fairly soon to say, come and join this. There will be no proof of the actual arbitrage trading. They will simply be having a back office which will show returns, and that again is a classic Ponzi scheme. As long as there's new money coming in from people being recruited, then they can afford to pay out old money to, or new money rather, to the older members. A classic rob Peter to pay Paul, and yeah, it's just an out and out scam. I hope that has given you enough red flags there to convince yourself to stay away from this scam. It's combining sports arbitrage, which is a legitimate thing, but very, very difficult and certainly not possible to do on a full-time basis for an individual, let alone for hundreds of thousands of people, with AI, which is another buzzword. And this is what the scammers tend to do. They tend to pick areas which are big words, current trends. So we had crypto with arbitrage, with artificial intelligence, and hey presto, they've got this scam that they've created here. Anyway, do avoid. Do subscribe to my channel if you're interested in legitimate ways to put your money to work, 100% legitimate, genuine opportunities. Then do subscribe to the channel or visit my website, copydragons.com. But hopefully this has helped you preserve some of your money. Keep your money safe, keep yourself educated, and avoid these scams. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.